Right now at noon, students in Mount Horeb returned to school after last week's lockdown caused by an armed student. Plus, the pro-Palestinian encampment at UW-Madison enters its second week, where campus leaders and protesters stand at this hour. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Breiter. We start with first warn weather this afternoon. All is calm for now, but the chance for storms returns starting tomorrow morning for southern Wisconsin. For the latest storm track, first warn meteorologist Jacob Montesano is out on the patio. Boy, it's hard to believe that we're talking about that again, Jacob.
Yeah, it is May, and that is really severe weather season for us here in southern Wisconsin, and there is that alert day tomorrow. But first, take a look at the current conditions. It is beautiful out here, 68 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and this nice weather is going to continue throughout the rest of the day. Parts of our area already in the 70s, and I expect most of the region to get into the 70s before the day is over. And we're also not seeing anything on radar. But looking at the severe weather outlook for tomorrow, we do have a marginal risk for our entire area. All hazards are possible, including hail, some strong winds, maybe even an isolated tornado. So we're going to see some strong storms during the afternoon, and this is for all of southern Wisconsin, mostly during the daytime on Tuesday, although there could be some lingering severe weather into Wednesday. So taking a look at the forecast, not going to see anything for the rest of today. We'll see the clouds increase a little bit later in the day, and then looking at precipitation, it's going to move into our area, maybe even a little bit before sunrise for western counties. And then as we get towards after sunrise and the rest of the morning, we're going to see more showers and storms across our entire region. But this round of precipitation isn't what is warranting of the alert day, because we're not expecting severe weather with the first round of rainfall, but rather the second round. And I'll talk more in detail about that coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Happening now, students at Mount Horeb schools are back at school 5 days after a student showed up armed. Mount Horeb Strong has been the message throughout the community. News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch is live in Mount Horeb with continuing coverage this afternoon. Maddie?
Yeah, Josh, like you said, Mount Horeb Strong is really the message here on campus today. Superintendent Dr. Steve Salerno announced yesterday that today there would be therapy dogs, student-centered activities, and additional counselors at school for those students, as it is the first day back after that student showed up armed last Wednesday. This morning I spoke with an expert in school safety who said community trust and togetherness provide safety to students in a way that additional physical security measures don't.
Best practices are kind of hard work and things that you can't just buy off of a shelf and plop into your schools. There are things like having teachers and staff get really invested in the success of their students and build those relationships that are truly trusting.
Those trusting relationships are certainly a priority inside the Mount Horeb School District today as we wait on more information in the investigation from Wednesday. Today on Live at 4, we'll speak with Superintendent Salerno and hear how this first day back went. For now, I'll toss it back to you, Josh, reporting live in Mount Horeb. I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. All of this follows the release of new information about the armed student over the weekend. The Department of Justice says the student had a Ruger pellet rifle. As of right now, the DOJ hasn't confirmed where the student got the weapon or what his name is. Last week, News 3 Now reached out to who we believe are the parents of the armed shooter. They had no comment for us. The DOJ is still investigating. Continuing coverage now on the UW-Madison campus, where it's been 1 week since pro-Palestinian protesters set up an encampment next to Library Mall. Student protesters have been in talks with campus leaders, and that's where our Jalen Banks is live right now. Jalen?
Josh, currently I'd say the environment here at the encampment is relatively calm. There are currently over 50 tents set up here at the encampment. Speaking with representatives of the encampment this morning and early afternoon, they shared that there will be a faculty solidarity walkout around 2 p.m. this afternoon. And then from the encampment itself, there will be a march to the Faculty Senate meeting later today. Representatives from the encampment also share with us that they do have another set of proposals for the UW administration, and they do not plan on leaving until their proposals have been met. For now, reporting at Library Mall, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Jalen, thank you. If you have a question or concern about your plants or garden this afternoon, now's the time to send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will join us later in this broadcast with the answers. Again, that is tips@channel3000.com. Still ahead for us on a Monday afternoon, a popular brand of peanuts is being recalled, plus why several restaurant chains are dishing out discounts for nurses and educators this week.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Transform your yard into something you can be proud of. From initial design to complete finished installation, Maple Leaf will design a yard that'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Maple Leaf Landscaping, your year-round property care specialists. Just look for the orange leaf.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything for your next project at Menards. Dutch Boy Exterior Stain and Sealer provides one-coat protection and repels rain in 4 hours, saving you time and money. A gallon is $31.99 plus 11% rebate. Finish your wood projects with Cabot Australian Timber Oil. It's perfect for decks, siding, and outdoor furniture and provides maximum penetration and water repellency. A gallon is $49.98 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, ProAdjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
It's Temper Week at Steinhoffel's, the absolute best time to get a Temper mattress. Come in and test dress the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt and get a $25 reward card to your choice of these restaurants. At Steinhoffel's, if our best-selling 2024 Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress is not in stock, it's free. So get in and test dress the new Tempur Adapt and have lunch on us. Because nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffel's.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
A popular brand of peanuts is being recalled in 5 states due to a possible listeria contamination. Hormel Foods is recalling 4-ounce packages of Planters honey roasted peanuts and 8.75-ounce cans of Planters Deluxe lightly salted mixed nuts. The FDA says the recalled products were sent to Publix distribution centers in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and North Carolina, and a Dollar Tree distribution warehouses in South Carolina and Georgia. Consumers are urged to discard the affected nuts or return them to the place of purchase. No other products are affected. The Fall Guy was #1 at the weekend box office, though the action comedy earned a less than expected $28.5 million domestically. The May the 4th re-release of Star Wars prequel The Phantom Menace took the #2 spot with just over $8 million, also in time for the film's 25th anniversary. And tennis drama Challengers slipped to 3rd, raking in just over $7 million. And this week, the nation honors nurses and educators. Several major restaurant chains are dishing out discounts. Healthcare professionals can enter to win one of 100,000 free burrito gift cards from Chipotle. Buffalo Wild Wings is offering 20% off to nurses and teachers with valid ID. Sonic Teachers Circle members can get several freebies starting tomorrow, including a free burger or drink with purchase. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Here's the stock report at the noon hour. We're in the green so far to kick off this week. The Dow up 80 points, NASDAQ up 121, and the S&P 500 up 30. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can always call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Jacob is tracking our next chance for storms in the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, film critic Will Loper taking a look at Ryan Gosling's new movie, The Fall Guy.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better home insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. Call now for $1,200 off whole home insulation plus a $1,200 tax credit. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Let's hit the road. The road to winning at Wild Rose Casino and Hotel, Clinton, Iowa. You're just a short drive away from a weekend full of fun, food, and winning. Plenty of slots calling your name, table games too. Or watch and wager on the games in our DraftKings Sportsbook. There's something for everyone at Wild Rose Casino and Hotel, Clinton. You'd rather be here.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
When breaking news happens,
they're specifically calling for a divestment from Israel.
News 3 Now is there on the scene.
At least 60 police officers arrived within moments.
With team coverage to keep you informed and updated.
They've actually put up a new encampment. I'd say there's 10 or more tents currently. We just want peace.
Your trusted source for breaking news and continuous coverage. News 3 Now, moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Boy, this weather makes Monday almost bearable, Pam.
Oh, my goodness. It was fantastic. I heard Kelly and the rest of the weather crew mentioning the weekend was a 10. Absolutely, I agree. And it was perfect setting up in Door County for the naming of our 77th Allison Dairyland. That happened on Saturday night. Great turnout for the folks in Door County as they introduced us to Haley Heinzel. She is from Oconomowoc, and she might be setting new precedent when it comes to Alice. She did not grow up with a farming background, but she found her passion for agriculture and obviously has followed it. She does a wonderful job trying to act as a bridge between the non-farm urban consumer and the farming area. Obviously, that's what Alice does. So she's ready to go. She is a busy gal. She said that she had to take a final on the UW-Madison campus in physics before she headed up to Door County for the final phase of interviews that happened Thursday, Friday, and Saturday up in that area. She said that she is also looking forward to graduation coming up this weekend on the UW-Madison campus when she'll receive her life science communication degree and then get ready to go. But not so fast. Let's not get too excited. Ashley Hagenow, our current Allison Dairyland, will remain in that role until July 8th, giving Haley an opportunity to learn a little bit more about the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection, as well as get her calendar lined up for the July dates that will be getting booked. So congratulations again. Haley Heinzel from Oconomowoc, our 77th Alice in Dairyland. Let me also congratulate our friends in Crawford County. For the first time in their history, they are getting ready to host the 2025 Alice in Dairyland finale. They haven't gotten a lot of details that they've released just yet. They say that they will be announcing more details, including some of the highlights they want to focus in on during their Crawford County Dairy Breakfast. That's going to be June 1st in Gaze Mills at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. So there we go. A couple different staples that you might have been looking for. And again, congratulations to Haley. Markets have been a little bit more robust over the past 45 minutes. So if you're seeing our commodity prices a little lower, you might want to refresh your screen and take a look again. I just glanced at it myself. Wheat, for example, up more than 20 cents on the new crop side. Barrel cheese is a quarter-cent higher today, closes at 188 and a quarter. 40-pound block cheese gains a nickel at 184. Double A butter, that stands still, 307 and a half. Boy, Joshy, I tell you, you don't want to stand still on a day like this. When rain's in the forecast, we got a lot of people moving and shaking out there today, so be careful on those rural roadways. Our farmers are trying to capitalize on all this dry weather.
Yeah, that's some good advice, but boy, what a mood brightener today, isn't it? It does make the day a lot better.
Lots
all right,
easier
Pam.
on a Monday.
Well, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy that sunshine.
See you later, kiddo.
Well, let's enjoy that weather today because some storms will be moving in tomorrow morning. Here's Jacob with the latest First Warn weather forecast.
Thanks, Josh. Looking at the three things you need to know, plenty of sun today with those storms for tomorrow. And then later in the week, we are expecting temperatures to drop a little bit. Still comfortable for in general, but it is going to be below average for this time of the year. So look at the alert day information. We are going to see some strong storms during the day on Tuesday. This is for all of southern Wisconsin. It initially looked like it would stay down near the Illinois border, but now the marginal risk is for our entire region. So everywhere could see some severe weather. Now, we're not seeing anything on radar right now. We still aren't going to see much on radar for the next 12 hours. But if we look at that severe weather outlook, it is including everyone within our viewing area. So looking at the forecast, we're going to be dry throughout the rest of today. May see some clouds around sunset, but otherwise not going to see much for the rest of today. But then as we look towards the early morning hours for tomorrow, we'll see the showers and storms move into the western part of our region during the morning before sunrise, and then it'll spread into the rest of our area after sunrise, but very close to it. This will be very early in the morning when the rain will start for a lot of us. And then we could see another round of some showers and storms in the late morning and early afternoon. But in the middle afternoon, especially closer to around 2 to 5 p.m., we are expecting some dry conditions, which could fuel the severe weather that is expected during the evening. So this round of storms that will form just before and around sunset, this could possibly bring some severe weather across our area. Looks like the best chance for severe weather right now will be around 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., but the timing could still change. Looks like a lot of it will clear out by around midnight. Looking at the precipitation total from the rainfall, it is possible we see up to, if not over, an inch for a few locations. Now, the places that get the most precipitation will be very much dependent on where the storms form. So we could see isolated amounts over an inch, a few locations maybe as low as 1/10 of an inch. It all depends on where some of these thunderstorms occur, but it does look like we are going to see rain likely in the morning. Now, the severe weather risk is only a marginal risk, which is level 1 out of 5. So there is a rather low percentage for specific areas to see the hazards, but wind, hail, and even a tornado are definitely possible. Not expecting a lot of flood concerns simply because we haven't seen as much rain over the last week or two, so we're not too concerned about that. Looking at the full 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures on Thursday could drop into the upper 50s. Still much more comfortable than points during the winter, but still below average for this time of the year. They will slowly rebound as we head towards the weekend and next week, where much of next week we're going to have high temperatures right around 70. A few other chances of rain. Looks like we'll see some scattered storms later in the night on Wednesday into Thursday. And then as we get to Saturday, we have another chance of rain. But in both situations, we're not expecting too much precipitation. So once again, alert day tomorrow. We'll have some more details on the alert day as it gets closer. But in general, we are expecting a round of rain early, and then again for the evening, that is when we could see the severe weather. So just be prepared. You'll probably see some rainfall around the morning, maybe not necessarily when you wake up, but around the morning hours, but not going to see a lot of severe weather with that first round.
All right, we know you guys will be tracking it. Thank you, Jacob. Let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Come dinner time, it's usually tough enough to think about what to serve as a main course. Never mind what side dishes to serve with it. So wouldn't it be nice if we found a side dish that went with practically everything? Always gets rave reviews and takes no time to throw together. Well, we have it, and it goes together like this. We begin by cooking some wide egg noodles according to the package directions. While they finish draining, we mix some sour cream with a stick of melted butter, a good amount of Parmesan cheese, a little minced garlic, chopped parsley, and a bit of salt and pepper. After giving this a good mix, we gently toss the noodles with all that creamy goodness. And if you want, you could even add in some ham or chicken to hearty it up. We spoon this into a baking dish and we'll top it with more Parmesan before popping it in the oven. Couldn't get any easier than that. And whether you serve this with a store-bought rotisserie chicken or a steak you threw on the grill, don't be surprised when our noodles Romanoff steals the show. To get the recipe, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a noodleicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email those questions to the tips at channel3000.com. We'll get the answers when we come back right here at noon.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
We're back at noon. Lisa Briggs with the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. Remember, you can email them to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Boy, spring has finally sprung.
I think we're almost there.
Oh my gosh, it feels good outside, doesn't it?
I think we're almost stable.
You guys got to be really busy too when all this weather comes in.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy this weekend, and of course, it is the mother of all gardening weekends coming up. Mother's Day weekend.
So what do you have right here in front of us?
So this is an orchid. We have a lot of the moth orchids, you know, which are the big flowers with the rounded petals and the flat leaves. You see them all over the place. This is a butterfly orchid, or an oncidium. It's just a little bit more unusual, a little bit more difficult to have it reflower. But the the color combinations are really cool, and most cymbidiums are a little bit fragrant.
You had me sniff it before, and this one's a little lemony.
And they're sort of red-brown ones that smell a little bit like chocolate.
That's
so
fun.
Yeah, it is kind of fun.
I like that.
They're much more exotic looking, I think,
they are,
than the moth orchids.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the questions today. Both Tom and Jane, we had two people ask the same question. They want to know when it's safe to plant tomatoes, and secondly, how deep should they be planted?
Okay, so I know everybody's ready to go. I would say that I think it's Thursday into Friday. It's going to be down to 43. And tomatoes really don't like to be outside when it's below 45 degrees, along with basil, peppers, coleus, all those super tender things. So keep those, you know, in and out if you've already purchased them until we get past that lower than 45 degrees at night. They would prefer that it would be more consistently 50 degrees.
Kind of historically, Mother's Day weekend was always kind of that.
Yeah, the average last frost date in our area is May 10th to 20th, and Mother's Day usually falls right in the middle of that. Although we have had cold nights frost as late as Memorial Day, so it can happen. So if you're planting them outside, just have some plans on how you protect them. As far as how deep they should be planted, tomatoes are really cool. If you buy small ones, what you want to do is when you take it out of the pot, remove the lower sets of leaves. So there's maybe, I don't know, a couple 3 inches left, and you can plant it that deep. And it will form roots along those little leaf nodes that are buried, and that will make the plant much more stable in the ground. That's especially important if you're planting them in pots, which a lot of people do, myself included.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, next question comes from Lynette in Broadhead. Lynette says, when is the best time to relocate rhubarb?
So rhubarb, the best time to relocate rhubarb is in the spring, just as it's coming out. And at that time, you can dig it up, and with a sharp shovel, you can cut it into pieces and then replant it. Right now, during harvest time, is not really a great time to do it, of course. And if you've got rhubarb and the heat has been making it bolt or set flowers earlier than you would want it to, then just keep cutting back those flowers. Don't let them go. Don't let them open, and then you can harvest for a little bit longer.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, people must be busy today because we only had 2 questions.
Well, 3 actually.
Well, 3.
Yes.
I guess 2 of the same questions. Any other quick advice that you can give for folks as they're getting ready to really get busy in the garden?
Yeah, I would just say that watch the temps at night, especially with sort of tender things. Have a plan, floating row covers or pots that you can put upside down over plants if it does get chilly again at night. And other than that, just enjoy. Enjoy the weather, enjoy being outside. Such a fun time of year.
It's been amazing. My husband and I were talking this weekend. We built a house last summer.
Oh,
and
how
all
exciting.
of our shrubs are really starting to come in, like big time over the weekend. We looked outside, it's like, where'd they come from? It's like you kind of get excited about that stuff.
I know, I have a big hosta garden in my front yard. It's very shady and no lawn. And it seems like every day I go out in the morning, I count the hostas that are up, and every day there's another 5 or 6 that have emerged. So it's really an exciting time, not only in your garden, but at the garden center, certainly, because last week we got like 18 trucks and semis full of plants, and so that's always really exciting.
It makes
it's a fun
you smile.
time, like
really
Christmas.
It really is.
It really
All
is.
right, Lisa, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Let's get to Jacob now, the final look at your forecast.
Thanks, Josh. Nice conditions for the rest of today, but we do have that alert day on Tuesday for the possibility of severe weather. We're going to see 2 rounds of precipitation, 1 in the morning and then again in the evening. That evening round will likely produce some severe weather with a marginal risk for our entire area. Temperatures will remain comfortable through Wednesday, even fairly comfortable on Thursday, but it will be below average for this time of the year as another round of rain will come in, but the temperatures will rebound for next week.
All right, Jacob, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Have a great day.